guys, it's Impulse Farm. And are you ready for an interesting video? Okay, guys, I want to talk about this series. This series probably made me who I was. I mean, who doesn't love anime? But in particular, one of the OG anime that made anime what it is today. Yes, and I'm talking about Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball. Not Dragon Ball Z. Just Dragon Ball, the anime. Because that series it helped me really get into anime. Basically when I finished university, I went through a lot of anime like shonen, but I didn't get a chance to watch. I got into a lot of One Piece, Bleach, Naruto, especially Naruto Shippuden. A lot of that type of anime, but Dragon Ball is the one that I really still have a love for. I mean, I got involved in this like this one is the first anime I got involved in until in university. I was doing mostly My Hero at that time, but not and Toradora and about like gamers and those things. I was going through some periods. I even got into Sailor Moon, but that's a discussion for another time. Okay, guys. Okay, Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball, the original series that was produced in 1984 by Akira Toriyama. I love Dragon Ball because of its unique blend between comedy, action, and adventure. That's something I really think the new Dragon Ball series, namely Super, and also Dragon Ball Z, more so have have really went far up. The power scaling issues. I mean, can I tell you about all this Kaioken, how powerful he could be if he's already Super Saiyan God and he was fighting against Beerus and Super Saiyan God and when he's blue and he's Kaioken, and also a lot of this um obscene power ups and turning on power, all that stuff when people couldn't fight off Frieza soldiers, people like Tian and Krillin were now fighting people on a galactic level, people who are comparable to people who are like fighting with training with gods of destruction. Oh, don't go into that. Okay, Dragon Ball is the story of a young kid Goku around 12 years old. The story of how he became the martial artist we saw him in Z. How he became Goku. So Goku started off as a child eh, who killed his grandpa. We didn't know he had to do with aliens back then. We just know he turned into an ape and he killed his grandfather, his adopted grandfather, Gohan, and he lived in the mountains by himself. So one day he came back from fishing, boom, he met Bulma, and Bulma, the comedy that just came off of Bulma and Goku is interesting because Bulma's a city girl, a typical, you know, teenager girl, probably somebody who will always be taking selfies and stuff like that and always with technology. And Goku's a kid who lives in the wilderness by himself. He has to hunt and and and, and cook for himself. And he has to he's a very rugged person. He knows martial arts. He fights beasts on a day-to-day basis. If if Bulma didn't get a cell phone signal one day, she probably would get to a fit. So that's to show you the difference in the characters. They have they bounce off each other very well. That's why I loved the early episodes of Dragon Ball. It's just comedy, But when they started getting to this more serious elements around the King Piccolo saga, that's when it really gets good. But yes, so Goku had the four-star Dragon Ball that his grandpa Gohan left, and then Bulma found it with her Dragon Radar, and then Bulma eventually made a team up with Goku to find Dragon Balls. She was just using him for his strength, but Goku he just tagged along because he probably found her interesting and stuff like that. But okay, this story really started to pick up when they fought Master Roshi, and they started training with Krillin and for the World Martial Arts tournament. That's after Goku finished the little saga where with Emperor Pilaf, and then he turns a monkey and all that stuff. So the tournament saga is the first real march. That's when Dragon Ball made its name for itself. That's when it started to become define what the series would become to this day. That was the first tournament, the 21st Tenkaichi Budokai, and that's where Goku learned his most important lesson. No matter how strong you become, there's always gonna be somebody there to put you in your place. So you need to always train. So Goku learned a learned the hard way that he wasn't the strongest in the world. He threw everything. He even transformed into a great ape. He still couldn't beat Master Roshi. Master Roshi did kind of cheat with the leg thing, but Goku, I mean, he's a short kid, but he really, he really held his own in that fight. He copied the Zanzokan. He copied the Kamehameha in a previous arc, but he was able to match Master Roshi's Kamehameha. It would take him 50 years to learn, and Goku learned that in like in a couple of seconds. So that kid is really strong. The Red Ribbon Army saga, it's it's a very good saga. I like it. Some people don't like it because some of those elements are not really brought up again. But I love the Red Army saga. That's a saga when Goku learned his place in the world, his values. That's where you learned a lot of trial and error, how the world really worked for adventuring, for the different Red Ribbon Army bases, meeting new friends. He met Android 8 in the snow village where Muscle Tower is, and he met a lot of people that he loved. The guy Corin in Corin Tower. He met Upa, the indigenous Native American looking people at the bottom of the tower. That's where that's where he met them in the Urban Army Saga. That's how he learned how to beat Tao, General Tao. But it's Tao Pai Pai. Okay. So I think that's a Japanese name for him. Um so Goku first real obstacle in the Rebel Army Saga was really Tao Pai, but he was really able to beat him once he learned how to get the mystical water something. Well, he didn't. It wasn't really mystical water, but it will be. Well, that's a future arc. Okay. After the Rebel Harvey saga, we had the second Tenkaichi Budokai. That's the saga where Goku and fought against Tien and well the whole Korean school fought against the Hermit School, which is Goku, Krillin, and Master Roshi at the time. So they fought against the two students of Shen, which is Master Roshi's rival. Master Shen has a Korean school, as Tien and Chaosu. That's where Goku and Krillin also develop a bond by through fighting for each other, and they realize how strong Krillin really got. Krillin, he knows a lot of good things. He learned a lot. He learned a Kamehameha versus fighting versus Chaosu. He got really strong. He got really strong. He could even fight against Goku for a while. He wasn't able to beat him, but he was comparable. That's to show you. But when the fight really got good, which in fights where they got good in the second Tenkaichi book, the 22nd Tenkaichi is when Yamcha and Tien fought. That's when it was really good. Tien was not only able to copy the Kamehameha, but was able to break Yamcha's foot, thus starting the cycle of Yamcha always getting cheated of the victory, always looking like the loser of the series. And he had such a strong beginning. Okay. And after the 22nd, oh, they had this arc before the 22nd Tenkaichi Bushikai. That was the, the arc where the Baba, Baba, fortune teller Baba. Not, the biggest things that really happened in that arc is where Goku got to meet his grandfather for after a long time. Yeah, but moving on to the other, Upa's father was resurrected in an arc, I believe, as well. So you have the King Piccolo saga. That saga started the tone for Dragon Ball Z, man. I mean, that saga killed Krillin and literally killed him. He got revived back in the end. That also started the bad part of Dragon Ball's trips of reviving, but it also started tone. I mean, Goku, we saw him furious versus Tam Tambourine. That was the all of King Piccolo's, even Piccolo's are instruments. All their his demons are named after instruments. So it has drum, tambourine, cymbal. Tambourine killed Krillin. Goku killed tambourine. Who killed drum? I believe it was Yajirobe. So Goku eventually drinks the Ultra Divine Water from Korin, as I mentioned earlier. Korin, and he got super strength. He killed King Piccolo. King Piccolo got resurrected, and King Piccolo was was fighting against Goku in the 23rd Tenkai Budokai. And that fight sent the kind of graphics and kind of fight scenes what we have in Dragon Ball Z. Cause that's the first time when Goku got like big and stuff like that. He got adult body size, so he was doing some more interesting move sets, like that meteor combination where he beat up, kicked around. He first started with the elbow into the sternum, and then he bam bam kicked, rotating kicks at Piccolo Jr., the reincarnated King Piccolo, and then jumped into the sky and blasted Kamehameha right down. That was awesome. He got injured. Um, Kami gave him a senzu bean. Or Kami was the guy that Goku trained after the King Piccolo saga to get stronger for 3 years. Oh, I didn't mention it. So he got stronger by Mr. Popo and Kami. Okay, guys. Well, that's. I think that the Dragon Ball series was awesome. You know, it was really, really. It had its ups and downs, but it really was. It's a good series for anybody. I would recommend it to anybody who wants to get an anime. It's a good starting anime of older anime. It doesn't have the nice graphics like the newer anime has, but it's a decent storyline. It's actually the basis of a lot of more modern manga. So guys, check it out. It's worth the watch. Thank you for your time.